Have you or a loved one been hit in the shin by a razor scooter?
Has your ability to breathe been hindered by toxic fumes pumped through Abercrombie and Hollister?
Do you suffer from anxiety, depression, or an overwhelming feeling of inadequacy?
Then you were probably born in the 90s and may be entitled to financial compensation.
You deserve it.
Visit our website down below.
And subscribe to the Patreon.
Welcome back to another episode of The Fuzzy Pod. Here on The Fuzzy Pod, we love to talk about the things that give us the warm, fuzzy feelings, which includes a lot of nostalgia from the late 90s and the early 2000s. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Megan.
And I'm Maddie.
And we are your hostess.
With the leastest.
You always say that. The mostest.
I don't
kind of a dumb
feel
expression
the
anyways.
mostest.
It's okay. You have been in hostess mode, though.
I have been in hostess mode, not just for the podcast.
Yeah.
Just in real life.
Yeah, you've been hosting a lot
You
of
too,
friends.
though.
Yeah, we hosted some family.
Yeah.
I almost said framly. Which
Friends, family.
Friends, family, yeah.
Yeah.
Framly.
I think we're family.
We are family because that there is a key difference. You're not
Mhm.
like friends with all of your family.
Very true. Very true.
But some like your family, you know, like maybe you're close in age, similar interests, things like that, and you're just a little
I don't think
an
we
extra
have.
layer.
I don't think we have like any common interests. Though.
You and me?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Literally always
I've
come up with the same
never-
list on these
I've never
types of podcast episodes.
I've never shared a common thing with you at all. But anyways, speaking of today's topic, we are going to be going over our top 5 of summer 2024. Honestly, at this point, it feels like summer is... Who is she?
Honestly,
Where did she go?
I know we technically maybe still have roughly a month left of summer.
Where
We're
has she
going off
been?
of like when does the solstice, whatever.
But who does that? I feel like everyone goes off vibes.
It's all vibes, and we're moving on. We're ready to say goodbye to summer 2024. Hello to crispy fall weather. Hello to pumpkin flavored things. Hello to coziness.
I want to eat chili for every meal. I want to have fresh baked cookies and
Yes.
breads and all the things.
I want to watch spooky, scary movies.
I want to watch spooky, scary movies.
I want to go to a pumpkin patch.
A fall festival.
Give me all of the things. I was denying it for so long, and I am just.
Did you start
like,
decorating?
Already. I'm so ready. I'm already. Not yet because we just had guests, and I wanted to wait till after they left, and I'm in the process of just like cleaning first before I decorate.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I feel like I started to see that people are decorating already. and
Oh, some people start decorating in July, and I was like, that was a little too much for me. But you go off because it's not like that's hurting anyone. It was scaring me for a second because time is moving by so fast.
Time moves by so fast.
But we've said this once, and we'll say it again, at least for the two of us. This 2024 summer, kind of mid.
I feel like everyone I've talked to has felt similarly, though.
It's just kind of been a midsummer.
And I don't know, like, what's going on. Like, what energy. Like, I felt like I was so excited for summer.
Me too. The tail end's been a lot better, though.
Yes, but now it's like, that's why it feels over.
Yes.
Because,
Yeah.
like, the things that, like, I was looking forward to are, like, deceased and gone.
Now it's time to
Have passed.
move on to fall.
Yeah.
I saw even the other day on my drive, I don't know where I was coming from, it's irrelevant, but I saw just a single leaf falling from a tree, and it was like spinning so perfectly, and the song Fade Into You by Mazzy Star was playing, and I was like, this is it. This is the kickoff of fall for me, this moment.
You're like, and I'm going to Home Goods and buying all the fall.
yeah, and I'm lighting a pumpkin spice candle as soon as I get home.
It's over. It's all ogre. Speaking of ogres, I got
Shrek is fall coated, though.
Shrek is so fall coded. We went thrifting the other day, and I have 2 Shrek stories for you. One is that we went thrifting and we found a complete set of all 4 movies, Blu-ray DVDs, and we were so tempted to buy them because it was like $2. And I was like, we don't need this. We definitely don't need this. But like the
$2.
packaging was like beautiful. I was like,
Okay, we need to do an episode on just like things we need to bring back that used to be popular. And that's a good example.
VHS.
Just physical copies of things. Everything's digital, which obviously
Which
for
is
convenience.
scary because they could literally just decide
It's
this
gone.
doesn't exist anymore.
Yes. And that
you-
has happened.
Yeah, it has.
There's this movie called Drop Dead Gorgeous. It was like a mockumentary type movie.
I still look for it every time I go thrifting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it had like maybe some questionable things on like eating disorders.
Yeah, it was a little problematic.
But not like enough to like wipe it away from existence.
From existence. Yeah, there's way worse things that still you can watch. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm
From
like,
like that era.
totally. So I'm like, okay, where did this movie go? And you could only buy it physical, like DVD.
We just need to do it.
Just buy the
Just
physical
buy
copy.
yeah.
Oh yeah. But
I need to
anyways, we
rewatch
should
it.
bring that back. Like the physical copies of things, and like when games used to have like little booklets with them.
So you're saying I should have bought the Shrek DVD set.
So, maybe
Mhm.
so. Maybe so.
I bet it's still there. Okay, so that's one of my Shrek stories. My second Shrek story is that I just got this lighter that says slut with a Shrek logo.
From a shop of things?
Yes.
I saw this on their Instagram. Okay, this is a local like business here in Nashville, and they carry all sorts of knickknacks. And I was like, okay.
It was like the last one.
It's in the Shrek font, but instead of saying Shrek, yeah, it says slut. That's amazing. I was like, who's going to buy this? Like, I know it's like going to pop off. But who's the clientele? And you are the
I
clientele.
am the clientele, baby. Oh my gosh. What was it? I think I
But
sent
you didn't respond to my
something.
text message. I wanted a keychain.
I know I didn't see your text message. What keychain? Which one?
Any keychain.
Oh, just
I
any
need
of
a
them?
keychain for
Okay,
some of my
next time.
keys.
Next time I go,
It'll help me keep track of them. Because I have some, I'm just out here just like
loose keys. Yeah,
loose
you really
keys.
are.
I
You
was
really
just,
are.
going to say raw dogging, but that's not really how you use that expression.
People are using that expression for a lot of things lately.
Yeah, they're just kind of, we're losing.
We're losing the plot
yeah.
on that. But that's okay. Yeah, okay. So let's see. The one I have, the keychain that I have from there says, I have stomach problems, but I'm being brave about it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And that's a good one. I also like the one that's like the clueless quote where it says, I'm a virgin who can't drive.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's so funny. They have some good ones.
They have some really good keychains at that store and bumper stickers.
What did I
and
send you?
I need to
I
go
s-
in there soon.
I sent you one that I was like,
Look at your nails. I'm so jealous. Look at mine. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm trimming back my nails because I think I'm going to try to start practicing guitar again soon. But they're not painted right now. And just like I feel naked.
yeah. I feel like I lose my entire personality if I don't have my nails done.
Yeah, because I mean, that's my
My
conversation
toes?
starters.
Another story. My toes will never be pedicured.
My toes most likely will never see the light of day again because we're about to enter fall. And it's Doc Martin season, baby.
Absolutely it is. Okay, so the thing I sent you from there that's like a bumper sticker, it says, proud parent of a large collection of ceramic cats.
That's me.
Yeah, I sent it to you and I said, you need.
Yeah.
I
That's
should have gotten it for
literally
you. I
me.
looked for it and I couldn't find it.
Maybe they sold out.
But I was like, she needs this.
I do have a large collection of ceramic cats.
And then in parentheses it says, who saved who?
And they did save me. Listen, little guys, saving my life. My ceramic cats, my Monchichi. Okay, and you see all the girlies out here with their little sunny angels, little guys, saving
Save
lives.
lives. They save lives.
Collecting little guys. It's good for you. It's
Good for the
your
soul.
It really is. Like it is what I wake up for. It's what I live for.
It's what I live, breathe, eat for. Not my dogs. Not my living creatures.
Not those little guys.
No, not my spouse.
Not that little guy.
Not that little guy. But the little guys.
The little guys. Collecting the little guys.
The little treats.
Every time I see one. And it can be, there's so many different types of little guys.
I know.
And they just bring me so much joy.
Our friends who just left from that store got me a little mini troll doll.
See, little guy.
Little guy.
A
Little guy.
And did it bring you so much joy?
It brought me so much joy. I almost cried.
Yes.
And you know what? He's going to live in my car for the rest of his life.
Yes. Little guys.
Little guys.
What's our topic today? Let's talk about our top 5 for summer 2024 besides the little guys. I'm going to kick things off with something we've talked about quite a lot here, and you maybe share this one with me. My first one for my top 5 of summer 2024 is going to be Love Island USA.
USA, baby!
We've chatted about it before, so I'll try to keep it, pretty brief, but
You guys know, and if you don't, then I'm sorry.
it is some of the best reality TV that
has
I have
ever
watched in years.
existed.
Ever existed, right?
Like, honestly, it was so good. I can't even describe
This
how good it
season
was.
amazing. It was my first time ever watching anything Love Island, and wow, the bar has been set so high.
So high. So high. I feel sorry for you. I feel sad.
I don't know if
but
that'll
also
happen
happy.
again. It's like a once in a generation.
Yeah, we will never in our generation see reality TV that was that good.
Also, is this the first time that Love Island has produced stars this big?
I feel like the US one, yeah.
For sure,
Well, I
the
mean,
US
we
one.
still have to see
What's going to happen?
what's going to happen.
What the
but
staying
yeah,
power is like. Because the
exactly.
reunion just happened. And oh my gosh, I wish we could talk about it. But this week has been so insane that Maddie and I have not had a chance to watch the reunion at the time of recording this. And I know that, I've been trying to avoid just everything right now.
Yes,
I've
not been going on TikTok,
No.
not going on Twitter, not going on any,
if I
trying
s-
to avoid Instagram.
no
If I
Reddit.
see anything, I'm just like, whoop,
scrolling by.
as fast as I can.
Honestly, though, do you think we're going to get much new information?
Okay, so the only thing that I'm like curious about, because I've already seen before the reunion even happened, Kayla was out on the streets talking about how
F
her and
Aaron, I'm
yeah,
done, yeah.
yeah, like we're not together anymore. And it was like, girl, save it for the reunion, but whatever. But I saw this other thing before the reunion came out where this girl was like talking about like, oh, that guy was like looking like all like the clips that we got, the previews and stuff. Kindle nowhere to be found.
Kindle maybe is not at the reunion?
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Now that I think about it, I didn't see red carpet photos of Kindle.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not
So that's the only thing that I'm like really curious about.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Also, it seemed like some of the people got budget for outfit and makeup, and some of them didn't.
it's very possible. Or maybe like
They just wanted to do their own.
they wanted to pay for someone to do their makeup. Maybe they had like companies reach out to them too for like
True.
clothing and stuff
Especially
like
like
that.
some of like the ones that made it like towards the top, like whatever, top couples.
I'm
Because
sure.
there were some people, it was like, oh, doing your makeup for a red carpet is totally different
Mhm.
for like in person or even like regular on camera.
Mhm.
Like red carpet, just the harsh flash
Yeah.
can be really, really unforgiving. And the makeup needs to be very specific. And I feel like some people like maybe
Didn't look as like
yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't portraying them in the best ways, like because of makeup. And
Yeah.
it's just a bummer.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
these are
is-
like
that is a
gorgeous
bummer.
girls, and sometimes the makeup, it can be really unforgiving under those lights.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes I feel like it makes you look worse. Like than you
No,
actually look. Yeah.
no, 100%.
Like no, but like even if you weren't wearing like if you were not wearing makeup, you probably
Yes.
would look better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even like I think it was like Andrea. I saw it was like people were like, "Girl, did you not steam your dress?" Or like, and I was like, I just felt bad.
Well, no, people just don't like her, so they're gonna find
So they're
something
gonna
to
find
make fun
every
of.
little thing.
Yeah.
But it was also like her makeup was almost so minimal that it was like getting like her face was almost getting lost from the flash.
Yeah.
So there's like this middle ground. It's very interesting, but some people it seems like they either had it on lock or the professionals
They prefer
came in.
they have professionals.
Yeah.
Probably is my guess.
That's what it
my
seemed
guess.
like.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all.
Especially for like the top like 4 couples, they probably
yeah.
did them up.
Oh, and
But-
Serena's hair. Did you see?
It's shorter.
That little bob.
It's so cute.
It looked so good.
Yeah, it looks so cute.
It was like a
And
whole new
Cordell
look.
got his Cheez-It collab.
Let's go.
That is the only thing I wanted to come out of
Love
this
Island,
Love
yeah.
Island.
This season, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that collab.
Is that collab? I want to go get some Cheez-Its to watch while we watch the reunion.
Oh, hey, wait. We got to have our last little spread because, honestly, I'm glad we're like kind of dragging it on
Cheez-Its.
because it's going to be the end of this era for us.
Yes.
We need to
and
have-
I'm not ready for that.
Cheez-Its. Yeah. Avocado toast.
Avo toast,
A must. Iced coffee.
iced coffee.
What's another? We don't really see them eat anything else
Well,
on the show.
I think for sure
Candy?
the Cheez-It, they always have candy.
Yeah.
And then we need to get the gold, like the little, or what do they do? Do they do gold or do they have like the white?
No, that's like
plastic?
Love is Blind.
Why do I think that sometimes Love Island has gold ones too? Like
They
the gold
might.
champagne glasses.
I-
They have the white ones for sure.
Yeah.
Like the plasticky looking ones.
Yeah, totally. I don't think
We should get custom water bottles. The Love Island water. Do they sell those?
they should.
They should.
People would buy those.
Me would buy those.
Me, I would.
Me, I'm people.
I'm people.
Oh,
Just a water bottle.
Yes. We were obsessed. We still are obsessed. We will continue to be obsessed.
I'm sure we'll have thoughts after watching the reunion, but no other thoughts for now, except for Love Island was definitely part of my top 5 for summer 2024.
100%.
All right, what's your next one?
Let's see.
Your first one, I guess.
My first one. Okay, so I'm going to keep it on the, entertainment, if you will. And one of my favorite movies from this summer was Babes. And it was like a comedy movie. It's about it's about friendship.
It is.
And it's just such a good movie. It's hilarious. It's heartwarming. It's heart-wrenching. And I just really enjoyed it. And I feel like everyone should watch that movie.
Yeah, it was kind of underrated or under the radar.
Yeah, it flew under the radar for sure. Because I just feel like there was so many other
Summer blockbusters.
Yes.
Twisters.
I never saw that one. I still haven't seen that.
Fall Guy.
The
What's
Fall
the other
Guy.
ones? A lot of action
Furiosa
movies.
came out.
Yeah.
But I don't think that one did that well.
I haven't seen any of those, if I'm being honest.
What else came out this summer? Of course, Deadpool.
Yes.
probably
Wolverine,
the big
Deadpool.
one.
Still haven't seen that one. I haven't been to the movies in a while, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I still haven't seen, and there's so much drama, so I do want to see it. I'm curious. It ends with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much drama around that right now.
Yeah.
It
I can't keep
seems-
up.
Ooh, no, neither can I. I
cannot
honestly
keep up.
can't. And there's too many other things happening in pop culture
There's
that
too many other things happening in life that just feel more.
more important. You're like, I'm just trying to take care of my own business that I don't have time to be dealing with Blake Lively. Because honestly, here's the thing. At the end of the day, I am just I was always just neutral on Blake Lively.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that I'm devastated by anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like it's also
I just don't.
a lot
care.
of just them subtly attacking each other, and I just okay, why don't you just have a conversation and squash whatever beef's happening?
Instead of unfollowing each other publicly, and why
Yeah,
don't you just mute each other?
yeah, just mute each other.
Mute.
Mute's a thing,
I
but
don't know.
I don't know. I'm also just
Seems like she's
I feel like she's gonna get canceled, and then
nothing will happen.
nothing will happen and come back, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I don't
They'll
really
come
think
up.
it's also to me it seems like it's more like the Ryan Reynolds of it all. It's
He's
kind
the
of an
problem?
issue. Yeah.
In what ways? I'm not keeping up with the tea, so.
Neither am I very much. But I think that it was so she wasn't a producer on the movie, and then she's never been a producer. And
That's
then
shocking.
all of a sudden she was a producer on the film.
So she couldn't advocate for better outfits for her character?
I haven't even seen her outfits. I don't know.
That's
People, because that was one thing people were complaining about though, was that she was wearing designer clothes as her character, and so they
Yeah.
were saying oh, that character wouldn't be wearing designer clothes and designer shoes.
Oh, but also the pairings. Did you see any of this?
No, I haven't seen the movie.
No, you just need to look up stills of Maddie. The
Yeah, I don't know.
fashion choices are so bizarre. I'm not over here I'm wearing just a little pink sweater and pants. I'm not trying to. The strangest combos of patterns and textures, trying to be I'm maybe quirky.
I didn't hear about that. I think people were upset that it was designer clothes.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Mine was the side I was TikTok I was on. It was these are ugly.
Yeah, no, that's what I heard about it, because I like I said, I haven't seen any of really many stills. I think I've only seen before the movie came out months ago, some maybe
You read
one
that
or
book,
two
right?
stills. Yeah. But
What do you think of it?
that's a whole other conversation.
What do you
I
think of
think the
Colleen
book-
Hoover?
I ain't talking about her.
did you feel gaslit by TikTok to read Colleen Hoover books?
A little bit, honestly. I've read 2 of her books.
I think we read the same ones, Verity and It Ends With Us.
Yes.
I'll give Colleen Hoover this. I read it
She
quickly.
Needs to get laid. Oh.
I read them in a couple weeks. Yeah, some of them are very sexually charged mixed with
But like weird. Like
not essay, but I don't think that happens in Verity. But just
but it ends with us.
overpowering and is it that? It was
Physical.
physical assault. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's very like
You're right.
intense topics to be.
Yeah, but apparently she was like, yeah, I don't like whatever. Like it's just a book. It's like, ma'am, you're writing about a very serious topic.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a whole other story. But yes, I did read the book. It was okay. Like yeah. I wasn't obsessed. I feel like everybody was obsessed with it. I wasn't obsessed. But I will agree with you that like her books, like the two I've read, like I read them pretty quickly. They were pretty easy to read.
I'll tell you one thing too. I don't think I could ever get past the name Ryle. That always got me.
All riled up.
What was his name, right? Ryle?
I think so.
Yeah. The first chapter of that, I was like, every time I said it, I wanted to like vomit, which kind of makes sense with the character.
Ryle. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But anyways, I don't know what all the tea is. All I know is what it sounds like is when Blake Lively was brought onto the project, it then brought Ryan Reynolds and them as a team kind of bullied. Period, I guess. I don't know what else to say. And that's why
you come to the Fuzzy Pod for your pop
culture
needs.
facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess like she was like bragging about how he like wrote one of the scenes, and it was just kind of like
he wrote one of the scenes.
Yeah,
why is he inserting himself into this?
Yeah. And it's like it's just weird because this, the Justin Baldoni like has been working on this project for like 5 or 6 years. And like bought the rights to make the movie like a long time ago, and so like has been kind of like his project for a long time. And then I think where people are upset is that like it seems like they just kind of came in and like bullied him and like took over, basically.
Just make something else. You're so rich. Make another movie.
Well, and I think that I don't know how it works. Maybe you know more, but like because she had never been like a producer before, like I feel like maybe he was like trying to like be like, oh, like we need to get you to like become a producer too.
Yeah. Because producers do get like a lot of usually too, it's like, don't the producers usually hire the directors and have that authority?
That's what I was gonna say. But also like, aren't there like different types of producers?
Yeah.
Because there's some producers that literally just like, I'm giving you money.
Some like that give some creative control. I'm a little confused.
Ted?
Yeah.
So executive producer is just a name. So Steven Spielberg kind of like got not in like trouble, but like people were like, he was basically like paid to be an executive producer on a film just so they could put his name on it.
Yeah.
And then they were upset that he wasn't like there on set every day.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's not the arrangement.
That was like one of the Tim Burton movies. He was like making like Batman at the time, and he wasn't really even hands on with it.
Nightmare
Before Christmas.
Yeah, he wasn't really involved with Nightmare Before Christmas.
So I think he created the characters.
Yeah.
The characters were his. But
like the story and stuff like that.
No, I don't think he was really involved in the day-to-day.
Anyways, who knows really what a producer does?
I was an associate producer, so really what does a producer do? But to be fair, I was involved from the beginning to the end of that project. So,
yeah.
I got like some voice in the casting. At least of like things that like I didn't want to see. They were trying to cast a bunch of other influencers, and I was like, I want people that are more talented than me. I want to actually be surrounded by real actors, please, and thank you. And we did that.
All right, Meg, what's your next one?
All right, number 2 for my top 5 of summer 2024, Chappell Roan. Do I need to say more? Artist of the summer, truly. I mean, Sabrina Carpenter, too. I mean, there's a lot of other, like, pop girlies that have been popping off. But I feel like Chappell Roan is really, like, finally getting her roses this summer. I've been following her for a little while now, and it's just, like, crazy how much she's popped off. It's kind of incredible to watch. And also, it's incredible to watch, and also I think a lot of people are like, OMG, OMG, like, protect her, because it seems like this like skyrocketing to fame has been very overwhelming there's been moments in interviews that she's discussed where she's like feeling very like unsafe at times. And she doesn't deserve that. And a lot of celebrities don't. And so I think it's opened up a bigger conversation though now about like, what do these celebrities like really owe you? Do they have to stop and take a picture every single time, you know?
Yeah.
Do they like, is there going to be, I don't know, I think with like online and everything too, it's like adding that element into it, an online presence. It's like people just feel entitled to more of you.
More information, yeah. Like in the past, like without like social media, when you were a celebrity, it was like, oh, like it's a persona. And like
Yeah.
the expectation of like knowing anything about your personal life was not the same level.
Yes.
But like access is so different now that it's like the lines are so blurred.
They truly are. Like they've never been more blurred. And so,
And it's also like one thing if you're choosing to be like an influencer versus
Totally.
like I'm a musician. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
Chappell Roan is a persona. And it's
Yeah.
like, this is like, let her share her art and
in
just
the way that
enjoy
she
it.
wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that you are entitled to like any ounce of her personal struggles, life, whatever it may be. Like,
yeah.
and that goes for like everybody. Like,
Yeah.
like it's so interesting. And I think that like it's good to like open up that conversation. It's unfortunate whenever it has to be off of like an example too
Yes.
of like it taking things too far.
Yes.
Like I would hope that we are able to like learn things before that like, you know, breaking point for someone. But
It is wild. Like, we even just witnessed this recently in the wild. We went out on Broadway and we saw Post Malone at the dance
and
club
that
that we
is
were at.
our top one of the summer.
Dude, seeing Posty in the wild. But the reason we noticed was there was like kind of like a crowd of people in this corner.
The dance floor was packed like a
Yes.
few minutes prior, and then all of a sudden it like opened up to where we were like, oh, okay, we can move to the middle. So we like start moving, and then we realized that there's like just like a horde of people.
Just kind of migrated to the right corner and they all have their phones up. We're like, what is going on? And Post Malone was there. And obviously, like, you know, whatever, snap, get your pick, but move on. Some people were just standing there the entire night.
Just recording him.
Just,
He wasn't doing anything.
no.
He was just vibing. I mean, he was being nice to people, but like,
yeah, because he just seems like very chill dude.
yeah.
But I was just like, what?
I don't think he would have stayed. I don't think he would have stayed for as long as he did if he was annoyed by like
Totally.
Yeah.
But what was so bizarre about like observing it just from the outside, just for a moment, like taking yourself out of it and stepping back, it's like, oh no, it's like odd behavior. It's like you're like a zoo animal or something, and you're like recording them like for like hours on end. You're like, well, okay, well they're a celebrity. It's like, yeah, cool, but like that's what I'm saying. Grab your pick
and then dip.
and then move on. It's so it was very strange to observe. And anyways, all that Chappell Roan though, I like truly has reignited my love of pop music.
Yeah.
I have never felt this excited about a pop artist in a while.
Yeah.
And I'm always just so excited to see what Chappell Roan's going to wear on stage because she just has a bigger than life like persona on stage. And I just really appreciate someone going out and truly like giving it their all every night and just feels like they really, really love what they're doing.
Yeah. No, it's amazing.
And so, anyway, don't scare her off, please, because
I don't need her going into hiding.
No, I need more Chappell Roan music. And it's
Yeah.
crazy that conversation is even divisive. That
Is the word divisive? Or
divisive? What's the word?
divisive.
Divisive?
I feel like that's how I hear people say that word.
Really?
Try it in a different language.
Divisive.
Divisive. We got into like, not an actual argument, but we were talking about Ratatouille. And when he has the fireworks going off, what is he eating? What 2 items?
Is it cheese?
And?
Like a berry? Or is it a nut?
No, you got closer. We all thought it was a cheese and a grape. And then one person in our group was like, no, it's a strawberry. And then we basically like gaslit her into being like, no, it's definitely a grape. Because we all thought it was a grape. And then we looked up a clip and it's a strawberry.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a grape.
Mm. Anyways.
And that was divisive. No, I'm just kidding.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
Is that the real? Is that like a dance?
Take me hot to go. You don't know the hot to go dance?
No.
Where have you been this entire summer?
I told you I'm not on the internet.
You don't know. It's the YMCA of our generation.
I think we're too old for it to be our generation.
Yeah. Well, we were too young for YMCA. So we're closer. Which one are we closer to? Oh God, I don't want to know. We're probably closer. No, I mean, you're 26, 27. You're her age. That's your generation. You are the same age as Chappell Roan.
Am I doing it right?
H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
Wait, oh my God.
You can take me hot to go. You got it. We're going to go see her when she comes to Tennessee.
But the tickets are like $10,000.
No, I know. I'm just manifesting it for myself.
Someone buy us tickets. And just kidding.
Anyways,
well, now I know the dance.
Now you know the dance.
And
what's your third?
When someone buys us tickets.
It's in October. So
that's too soon.
I think we look at tickets day of, 2 hours before.
1 hour before.
1 hour
30
before.
minutes before.
Who's opening? I don't care. I mean, I do care. I want to support the supporting
I don't care
artist.
about you.
But yeah.
Okay, my next one, this will be a quick one. Kind of on the music girly moment. I specifically have enjoyed the Brat summer for the resurgence of the love of lime green.
Yes.
The end.
You know.
And that's the bow.
And also, like, speaking of like artists getting their flowers, Charlie XCX.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Just like has been the queen behind so many massive hits.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that album's a banger.
That album's good. Yeah, it's super fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun. I just love the Brat summer moment, and I love that she like spearheaded this for us.
Yes.
And I love seeing lime green on everything, and my nails are lime green.
Oh my gosh, Brat Summer nails.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Back to back. My previous nails were also Brat Summer.
I love that so much. All right, my third one. Nostalgia core. This summer, I really tapped into a lot of things of my childhood, our childhood. We went to Rainforest Cafe.
Mumbo.
What is that? You quote things I do not know what you're saying sometimes. Most of the time, I'm here with you.
SpongeBob.
Okay. You know more SpongeBob quotes than I do, which is...
I know. It's tragic.
It's like there's like layers to it, right?
Do you remember Doodle Bob?
Who?
Doodle Bob?
Oh, yes.
Doodle Bob.
Doodle Bob. Yeah. He was like the caveman kind of version almost of SpongeBob. I remember Doodle Bob.
How could anyone forget Doodle Bob? Doodle Bob haunted my nightmares.
You know, for some reason, even though you were just talking about SpongeBob, you said the word Doodle Bop. And I thought of these... You're there with me, maybe.
There with you.
There was this childhood TV show that wasn't really from our era, but we were still...
What generation was that?
Doodle Bops or something like that? Bebops? What were they called? They were these big, round, colorful creatures with heads tucked in. Their eyes were just kind of peeking over. They
came after Teletubbies?
They were post-Teletubbies. Boobaws! It was the
Boobies!
The Boobaws!
Boo, I remember these.
Boobaws. They're terrifying.
These MFers! I know we don't swear on this podcast that much, but these motherfuckers are not real!
Dude, those Boobops are terrifying.
Boobas.
Sorry, what are they called?
Booba!
Boobies?
Boobas!
They kind of look like a little... Okay, this is crass.
No, it's an uncircumcised penis. That is an uncircumcised...
A very small...
That is an uncircumcised...
I'm glad you see it too. I was like, I'm not trying to be crass, but that is what they look like. How long did those exist for? Because it shouldn't have been that long.
The more I look at them, the more I feel like I'm gonna vom.
Boobas, how long were they around? When were they invented?
Final episode date was 2006.
Okay.
First episode date was 2004.
So it was short-lived as far as
It was
children's shows
very
go.
short-lived, as it should be.
Boobas. Boobas were a fever dream.
That is a major fever dream. I need to know if anyone like religiously watched this and like that was like your childhood, because
not ours.
Are you in therapy? Because you should be. As we all should be. Sponsor us, BetterHelp.
Boobas are the original iPad kids. And they have trauma in different ways.
Okay, I need to. No, okay, I'll look at this later. I'm like, I want to hear like the intro song, like the theme song, to see if it like
it triggers anything.
Yeah, but anyways,
Boobas.
Where did
Doodle Bob,
Boobab,
Nostalgia Core. I was talking about
Nostalgia Core.
We went to Rainforest Cafe this summer. We got back into playing Webkins a little bit.
Yes, I had put that on my list too. I love it.
It's so much fun, and it's so good for the heart to kind of tap into these things we did as kids. Watched a lot of old movies that we haven't seen in a while.
Yes.
Lots of Mary-Kate and Ashley this summer.
Yes.
And
I also like watching like cartoons.
You have been watching cartoons?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, sometimes I'll rewatch like SpongeBob. I had like started Avatar again, and we've been watching, Ted and I have, X-Men 97, which is not like it's a remake, but it's so good.
I love that. I love that you guys are
But it's,
getting
like,
into
the
your
nostalgia
Saturday
core.
morning
Our
cartoons.
Saturday morning cartoons, yeah.
One Saturday morning. Remember that?
No, I don't.
I think that's how the song went. Something like that.
I believe you.
It was like on ABC as a kid, and you would get like cartoons on Saturday morning.
You said, I just
What? What
keep
happened?
having Booba flashbacks.
Booba.
Those things are freaky.
I feel like they sounded like that too. Booba.
Are they aliens? Like,
I have so many questions.
so many questions. I can't move on. I simply cannot.
I was trying to think of any other nostalgia core things we did. We did a whole photo shoot kind of around nostalgia. I got back into playing my N64 this summer. A lot of Pokemon Stadium mini games. Those are just hilarious to play.
Yeah.
Some
love
Yoshi's Story, and it's a whole different level to like. I've played these games like digitally, some of them, but like to put the cartridge
in, have to
and sit in front of the TV. Yes, and our controllers are in such pristine condition. Cooper was using one of them and thought that it was like a fake or something.
The fake ones are
Crappy
ass.
But he was saying like the stick just felt so good still.
Yeah,
he
they
thought
do.
it
Yeah,
was-
I can tell. Like Ted and I played N64 a couple weeks ago, and he had like brought up like two controllers, and I was like, okay, this one's mine. And I was like, and I felt like
the purple one, of course.
Of course.
Mine's the green one, as you know.
As you know.
Our childhood, we
purple and green. A theme.
Wait, hold on. Can I?
The booger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a story like one of us accidentally got a booger on
No,
one
it
of
was
them?
mine.
Yeah.
I put a booger on my purple one so no one else would touch it. She's exited the studio.
It's like a dog like marking its territory.
No, I literally put a booger on the controller.
That's why that sounds like
I never wipe my boogers anywhere. But like for some reason, I was like, you know what's gonna make this my controller is if I put my booger on it.
You know what? I liked my green clear one anyways. It was really
Did we
cool.
fight over that one or something?
We must have, because why else would you do that? I mean,
Why
you were
else?
4.
Yeah.
You were 4.
I was 4.
You were 4. Kids pick 4-year-olds be picking their nose, man.
I mean, my 29-year-old husband picks his nose, so
yeah, 4-year-old,
same thing.
4-year-olds, grown men,
same thing. People like, I feel like there's a movement though of normalizing picking your nose.
You know what? Sure. Yeah.
I feel like this is my
Honestly?
thing. If you are like in the shower or you're about to wash your hands and you are able to go wash your hands.
Yeah.
That I can get behind a little bit more. I always have long nails. The idea of putting my raw dogging
Your finger.
finger to nose hole is sinful.
Well, because you could accidentally it could be a hazard. You could
It
scratch.
could be a hazard. The booger's gonna get stuck under my nail.
Some
That
people
isn't
might
coming
say
out.
that that's a good tool, though.
But that's disgusting and you're wrong.
Some people might also argue, have you heard the argument? Why fingers shape perfect for nose holes if we weren't meant to pick? That's what people say a lot.
That's what my husband says a lot. And he's wrong. And this is my whole thing. And I'll end it here. I understand that your finger feels like a good tool to pick your nose. My thing is just get one ply. You just need one ply of toilet paper and just do a little finger condom. And use that. A layer of protection. You're still digging, but you're protected. Okay?
I'm crying.
Use protection. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for coming to my Maddie talk.
Yeah.
My
so
talk.
Do you not say TED Talk because your husband's name is Ted?
Yeah, and I don't want him thinking I'm giving him credit for things.
Totally.
Yeah.
I understand.
Thank you for understanding. Thank you for picking up what I just laid down that no one else would have understood and been like, you're stupid. That's a dumb thing to say. But I can't say thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
No, if they were called Cooper Talks, I would not
you
refer
wouldn't
to
say
them
it either.
No.
Yeah.
I would be like, thank you for coming to my Cooper Talk.
No.
No.
It's just wrong.
No.
Yeah. Why would I give him credit? Goodbye. No.
Number 3.
Is it my turn or your turn?
I just talked about the nostalgia core of the summer.
Yes, you so did. Okay, so I wanted to write down my drink of the summer. So I feel like this summer, and it kind of has to do with one of my other things on my list, but this summer has just been, I am outside. I'm on my porch, and I'm drinking a cold beer because it's hot.
Yeah.
And my drink of the summer has just been like a sour.
Yeah.
Like I've just been loving.
Not as heavy as an IPA.
Yeah, I don't need an IPA. I
definitely
just
not a stout
want
in the
a
summer.
crispy sour.
Yeah.
And specifically this one that I've now decided I'm addicted to is a key lime pie sour.
That sounds amazing. Wait, we gotta go get some because isn't it seasonal?
I think it might be.
You know who used to have a key lime sour actually? Was Aldi.
Really?
Last summer. They were pretty good. And Aldi's like, good prices.
Good pricing, yeah.
So
I'm gonna go check that out.
But you were
to an
supporting
Aldi.
like a local brewery
Yes,
that does the key lime pie, which is we love to see.
I love to support
local businesses.
But yeah, no, it's so good. It's so good.
You know what? I didn't know where that was going at first. My guess was going to be either a limeade, which was kind of close, key lime pie, or I thought you were going to say espresso martini was your drink of the summer.
I do love a good espresso martini, but that's kind of like a year-round thing. Honestly, espresso martinis
feel more fall.
Fall.
Yeah. You're like
Definitely fall.
It's been more the end of summer, so you've already been ready for fall.
Like we made espresso martinis before we went out dancing, but that was just because like I needed the energy, and the little buzzy buzz at the same time.
But then we saw Post Malone and we got a whole new wave of
then
energy.
we saw Post Malone, and I didn't need that espresso martini.
And we were so hyped.
Yeah,
we're like, it's freaking Posty.
Posty up in here. That's what we said.
Yeah, that's what we said. We said, it's Posty up in here. And then we were shaking our booties to Crazy in Love by Beyonce.
So true.
And there was no one to get in our ways because they were
everyone was
all crowding
Post
him.
Malone.
And we're like, whatever, this dance
floor is
ours.
Back up, because we got to perform.
The way we're maybe in the background of somebody's video as they're approaching that corner. And it's just us dancing. The group that we were in.
I know. It's so funny, too, because, like, all of our friends that were visiting us, like, they're all very tall. Like, they're all, like, above average height.
Yes.
And you, me, and Ted are not.
No. And that's okay.
And that's okay. Yeah. But I love the balance that we had there, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's just like we definitely could not see Posty, but they had some advantage.
Yeah. I jumped and I saw. That's how I was the first to spot him.
Yeah.
I said, also I used the method of like I was looking at what people were looking at on their phones.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how I saw. What was your third one?
that was my third one. The beer.
The beer.
It all comes back to Post Malone. We're going to be talking about that for the rest of our lives.
My number 4 of the summer. I talk about this a lot, but it was a common theme of the summer, and that is thrifting.
Yeah. I gotta double down. That's gonna be my 4th too.
My capris are thrifting. Thrifting? What? My capris are thrifted. Thrifted. And I've just got some really good like secondhand finds this year.
My shirt was
Thrifted. Also, like, I just love ThredUp, too. I got, like, my bag of the summer from there this year. It was, like, this vintage Dooney & Bourke denim bag with pink accents. And I kept waiting, and it was going on sale, and it went on sale again. And then I had some like credits, and then I was like, you know what? Send it. And I got it for such a good deal. And I'm surprised nobody scooped it up because she's like the perfect little cutesy like Y2K denim bag. And I've been wanting a denim bag for so long. And I just love when you get a deal.
Me too. I love a good deal. I'm going to second that as my fourth.
Thrifting, yeah.
But I will also share another one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also, well, okay, I'll piggyback off that and talk about some of my fave items to wear this summer. And I'm going to talk about shoes because I'm a big shoe girly. And
Yeah,
I've been getting way more into my flats. And I got some really cute ballet flats. And none of these weren't thrifted, but I have a hard time thrifting shoes.
Yeah.
They never have my size.
Well, also,
I feel like I find shoes for your size always.
And sometimes, too, it's like some of these shoes, like, they're on their last leg.
My shoe size is like the average, like the most common shoe size, too. So I just feel like it is like never there. Like I just feel like people are either scooping up the good ones or they're like really, really, really loved shoes, you know?
Very loved shoes. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. So anyways, but I found some really cute flats from Nordstrom Rack that I just have been loving. And let's see what else. I also have really been into my loafers. I love wearing loafers, and they're such a good like
transition shoe?
Yeah, they're definitely a good transition shoe because it's like definitely gives fall vibes, but also like I've been wearing them like all summer because I think I was like, I just feel like they go with a lot.
Yeah.
They really do.
They would even go with what you're wearing right now.
Yeah. I love a good
loafer. I know
loafer.
which one you're talking about.
Yeah. I have 2 pairs now. And chef's kiss.
You know what shoes I want to get into again? I want to get some go-go boots.
Yeah, I love some go-go boots.
It's hard to find some that don't look too costumey if you're going with the color white.
And like the patent, like shiny look. Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, maybe like a matte white would look really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see, TBD.
We will see about that. I need to get some good sneakers. I don't have. I know. I need New Balance. Everyone says that, so I feel like that is the one I'm gonna get. But I just need to figure out like which style because there's so many styles.
There really is,
and I feel like I think I know which ones I want, but I don't know.
Getting a new pair of shoes is honestly like could take a second because A, there's so many options out there. B, some of them can be an investment.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? You're going to be keeping it for a while, too.
Yeah,
so
especially sneakers.
You love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you usually keep those for a long time. Because it's also, like, the more worn they look, sometimes the better.
True. That is true.
I literally still have my Converse from junior high.
Me too.
Yeah.
From high school.
Yeah.
My black Converse, I was wearing them the other day, and I was like, I can't believe that these are still the same Converse I've had since high school.
Now, that is some high quality materials.
That's crazy.
And what do you call it? Manufacturing or whatever. Like
that's crazy.
Because that's pretty dang wild. Because we wore those every single day.
Mine are pretty scuffed, but like
they look like they've been worn.
Still there.
They don't have holes.
Nope.
That's crazy. That is wild.
I have a pair of orange ones that are literally from junior high. They're probably like 20 years old. These shoes are, and I don't wear them that often, so they're still in really good condition. But the crazier part is that I am wearing the same size shoe as I did when I was 12 years old.
Yeah, what's that about? Because mine are from junior high as well.
We just stopped growing. We simply stopped growing. We maybe like grew in other ways, like our form got more womanly.
I got more womanly.
Who I feeled out, but like height wise. And
when did
size?
I stop growing? I feel like I grew my height, like kept going.
I don't know. You probably stopped like in 8th grade. Let's be real.
I did recently discover. This whole time I thought I was 5'2.5", and I would say like 5'3" on a good day. I am, unless it was just a good day that I measured myself, but I am 5'3".
You're 5'3",
like confirmed.
I would have guessed you're 5'4".
No, I was like exactly 5'3", like not even just like a little.
We should measure me again.
Yeah, you think you grew?
Well, the last couple times I went to the doctor, I was told I was 5'1".
Wow.
When my whole life I thought I was 5 foot. My driver's license
We're
says.
growing.
Still growing.
We're still growing and evolving.
We should always be growing and evolving, okay?
Never stop growing.
The older you get, you should keep growing, okay? Don't shrink. Maybe, the physical side you can't always control, okay?
But the emotional, spiritual,
And maybe if you're growing emotionally and spiritually,
you physically grow.
You physically grow.
Yes. That's the key. And we unlocked it by our course.
How to grow an inch. Only in height, not other places.
If we could unlock that,
oh my gosh, we would make
we'd be
millions.
so rich.
Millions.
We'd be so rich. We could go see Chappell Roan.
VIP.
VIP.
And we would do the dance in VIP.
Yes,
we're not too cool. And my top 5 for summer. Weekend trips. This summer, I didn't do any big week-long trips. No international trips, but lots of really special driving distance weekend trips. And I kicked things off with Asheville this summer. I did a weekend in Florida. Got to go out to the Bay Area for a weekend. Went to Texas for a weekend. A lot of it happened towards the tail end of summer. But lots of really good weekend trips. Just seeing people I care about, eating really good food.
Oh, yeah.
And drinking some good drinks and just being in
lots of water.
Really beautiful environments. Lots of water. Staying hydrated. No, honestly, can just real talk for a second.
You're dehydrated still?
No, but I am doing this toxic thing right now where I don't drink water all day and then I chug a massive liquid IV or Element. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do that too.
And I'm catching up.
Okay. So when you drink an Element, we were having this conversation with our friends because I made them little welcome baskets.
Okay, adorable.
And put little elements in there. And they're all liquid IV drinkers, okay? And I like liquid IV too. But I feel like my body reacts better with Element because there are actually different things that some people's bodies process it better. Whatever.
Totally.
Anyways, not the point. But I'm so used to it, and those are way saltier. They have a salty taste,
which I kind of love.
Which I love. I love it. But they all were how much water am I supposed to put in this? Because they were all just doing a regular glass of water and then pouring the whole back in.
No.
And they were and I just think of Aquamarine whenever she's
putting the salt
in her cup, and they're probably thinking of us like that.
And then her date tries to drink the salt water.
Yeah.
That's literally y'all trying to show them
literally
Element.
us. We're no, trust us. Element's good for you. But how much water do you put in your Elements? Because to me, it is different than what I do with liquid IV.
No, I always get my big. I get my big mugs.
The big, yeah.
My Stanley or
minimum,
whatever. Yes,
this size.
Yes,
minimum.
That's how it tastes
this
best.
Is 20 ounces, I think.
Dang, I was gonna say 16. Not 8. It needs to be double that at least.
18. This is 18 ounces.
Yeah.
Oop, sorry.
That sounds about right. But what was my number 5? Oh yeah, weekend trips and no, I was gonna say real talk though, not just about the liquid IV, but I mean obviously I guess alcohol is poison at the end of the day. But no, when I drink now, I think I only have 1 to 2.
I've always been like that.
But same, but it's now it's
it's a requirement now.
Yeah.
No, I got ill. I got ill 3 days ago.
And you would have thought
I was
that you went ham.
No, you would have thought that I had 16 drinks the night before, that I was taking shots after shots. I had an espresso martini.
Yes.
I had 1 single shot of tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila. 1 shot of tequila and a seltzer.
A seltzer.
And mind you, this was spaced out between at least 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, 9 to 2 a.m.
Yeah, it was a long time in between.
Maybe even 8 p.m.
Yeah.
With the espresso martini.
So make it make sense, because I was we went to a drag performance brunch the next morning, and I was literally in the bathroom I am about to explode from both ends.
Well,
and I had to rally.
It's past 26.
Yeah. But also,
wait, you're 27 now, right? Yes. That's about when I started to feel
so here's the thing.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I think where I messed myself up is I drink at least Like 2 shots of espresso in the morning.
I was going to say at least 2 cups of water.
At least 2 cups of water. No, like every morning I drink coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
The caffeine.
It was the caffeine, Megan.
And sugar.
Megan. Because the next morning, I had to like chug a pour over because I was like, I'm deceased. Not because of the drinking.
Maddie.
I drink only a half pour over
Maddie,
normally.
No, too much coffee. No wonder you had diarrhea.
It was the coffee. That's why I had diarrhea since Easter's.
It was, yeah, you're so right. That makes so much more sense.
It wasn't even the alcohol. It was the coffee.
No, 1,000%.
That did me in.
1,000.
And I was like,
coffee can make you feel
literally,
sick.
you guys, okay, you and me. I was sitting at
Slow
the brunch.
Zoom happening right now.
Okay, I'm sitting at the brunch. We got front row seats. Okay, I'm like, I'm so ready for this performance. All of a sudden, sweat. Start to sweat. Then I start to jitter.
Oh, that's the worst.
And I'm sitting there and like our friends are talking and everyone's chatting and having a good time. And I'm like, I'm trying to eat a biscuit to try to help me with some honey butter.
Yeah.
And I'm shoving this biscuit in my mouth. And they're like, you want a beignet? And I was like, I'm okay. And then I was like, I have to go.
Like,
so then I go to the restroom.
Now.
And I just go pee.
And let me guess, you're probably wearing heels, right? The drag brunch?
Oh, was I? Yes. I was wearing like 5-inch heels too.
I can see you scurrying. In a little
in my little
skirt.
romper.
Yeah.
In my little romper.
You're scurrying. Not the romper. Not the romper with the public diarrhea. You have to be butt naked.
I was butt naked in this restroom.
No, ma'am.
So the first time
You've never been more vulnerable in your life.
I was a baby. I was a baby, Megan. I was fresh out the womb, pooping, pissing, vomiting myself. Okay, so I'm in the restroom. I didn't know I was gonna share this story today. I'm in the restroom and I'm like, "You are strong. You are okay. You are not gonna vomit. It is okay."
You're looking at yourself in the mirror.
No, literally. And I ordered a sangria. Why? Why the heck did I think ordering an alcoholic beverage was a good choice at this time?
In sangria, it's usually like a deep,
fruity,
dark red.
It was a peach. It was delicious.
Oh,
it was a
white
peach sangria.
Mm.
It was so good. But I took like 2 sips and I was, so I was like, "You're okay," because sometimes like more alcohol helps the situation. Like if we're being honest, like sometimes it does help the situation. This was not the case. And then I go back to the table and like friends still chatting, having a good time. Like, "Oh, this food's so good, blah, blah, blah." And I'm and I 5 minutes later, I was like, "You guys," I was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, I gotta go try to get something out. Like
something needs to happen.
And when I tell you I exorcised a demon in that bathroom, and I came back 2 minutes before the queens were on stage, and I was having the time of my life after that.
And they had no clue.
And
All those
no
people in
one
that
was the
room
wiser.
had no idea what just happened.
No one knew, because surprisingly, the bathroom was empty.
Fighting.
I was fighting for my life.
Naked,
afraid.
romper,
Naked and afraid.
down to the floor,
Down to the floor.
over your 5-inch heels,
Over my heels.
your little pasties on. I'm
My
sure.
little pasties on. My tassels on.
Only pasties. Vomiting.
I am proud to report that nothing came out of my mouth. Only the rear end. And to this day, that is my greatest accomplishment.
You hate vomiting.
Yes. I mean, who likes it? Nobody likes it. But like some people are like, "Oh, I'll
Like
do
afraid.
it and I'll feel better." But I was like, if I do that, I'm calling an Uber and I'm going home.
Yeah.
Like, even if I quote unquote feel better, because I'm not going to be okay.
Yeah.
So I literally was like, it has to come out the other end only. And so I was sitting there, I was praying.
Lord, be with me today in this bathroom stall. Hear my confessions from this stall.
Literally confessing all my sins, exercising that
Hello?
demon.
Pastor, are you there?
No, literally
Sorry.
knocking.
I need to tell you.
Father,
Help.
Father, help, please. And then there was like these women gossiping like when I first got in the bathroom, and I was like, please leave. Please leave. Unless you're going to hold my hair, please leave.
You're in the bathroom stall like,
Literally white chicks. No, literally white chicks, Megan. Literally.
white chicks. I haven't thought of that scene or that movie.
I
in
just
so
ran
long.
and I was like, move. knocking down the trash can and the toilet paper holder.
Just a reminder, this is not our Patreon episode, Madison. Are you sure? Are you sure that this is where the story goes? What's your number 5? We've heard about your number 4 or whatever that was you were doing in there.
You just heard about my number 2.
That's what it was.
I can't believe I shared that. I just feel so comfortable with you guys.
What's your number 5? Wait, did you share number 5?
I don't even
I
know.
talked about weekend trips. You know what? We can call it there, honestly. That's our top 5 for 2024. That's a story of the summer, if you ask me.
Oh, I just was so vulnerable.
Being vulnerable this summer was your top part of your top 5. She said number 5. Let me share this story with you. Let me be as
I
real
share
as possible.
too much. I overshare. I chronically overshare.
And you also chronically overshared all over that bathroom at
stall.
the drag brunch.
Worth it. I had a great time after that.
Crying.
I didn't eat a bite. I tried to, I had gotten avocado toast and I was like, this is not happening. This is not happening.
When you have a stomach ache, the only thing you can do is maybe
cracker.
plain toast or a cracker.
Yeah.
A little ginger. What is it with ginger ale?
Ginger
It soothes you.
just has like, because I'll get ginger chews too. Those are the best.
Ginger chews.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ginger, just something about it coats your stomach, I think. I don't know.
Peppermint.
Nature's Pepto-Bismol. But I do love Pepto as well.
I was going to ask if there's anything else you want to share, but it sounds like we did a lot of sharing today.
I think I did a little bit too much sharing today. I just as a formal announcement, I'm not diagnosed with IBS, but
Too much caffeine will do you in.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, sure.
share your diarrhea stories down below.
And when was the last time you got diarrhea?
Y'all, thank you so much for listening to another episode of The Fuzzy Pod. We are...
Crazy.
What's happening over here?
We're unhinged. If you enjoyed this level of unhinged nature, head on over to our Patreon because that was a little preview of the kinds of conversations that we normally have over there. But we were glad that you were here with us today. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at The Fuzzy Pod. And leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you guys listen to the podcast. We love you guys, and thank you for supporting us, and we will see you next week.
See you next Fuzzy Friday.
Bye.